In 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5, it reads, "Examine yourselves to see whether you are of the faith. Test yourselves. Do you not realize that Christ Jesus, Yahweh Shah, is in you, unless you, of course, fail the test?" This statement gives us a crucial perspective to all Christians to think critically about one's own life and walk with Yahweh Shah Messiah, Jesus the Christ. In this passage, Paul wrote that the Corinthians wanted proof that the Messiah was speaking through him as an apostle, as it reads in 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 3. But he instructs them to examine themselves instead. Are they truly in the faith? Not only does biblical faith involve cautious reactions and skepticism, as it reads in Acts chapter 17 and verse 11 and also 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. It also means being honest and careful about looking into our own lives. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 10. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 13. That's not trying to make us doubt, as it reads in Ephesians chapter 3 verse 14 through 19, but to honesty, as it reads in Galatians chapter 6 verse 4 and 5. Given that this letter was meant for a broad audience for all generations of believers, though it was directed to a particular church, part of the meaning here is a question of salvation, to truly examine oneself spiritually. That includes an honest look at whether one is truly a believer in Yahweh Shah Messiah, Jesus the Christ, the Son of the living Elohim. And yes, he is Elohim the Son. So examine yourselves, the details and results of your faith, to see if it's according to the truth of Elohim's word. Philippians chapter 4 verse 6, 7, and 8. It reads, "And remember, be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Elohim. And the peace of Elohim, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Messiah, Jesus the Christ." And finally, brothers, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. And may God bless you always and keep you safe in the times that we're in. I'm your brother, Raymond Harris.